Okay. So Venkatesh, I don't know what you're doing differently with InstaService, but I think it is really effective, and I can see the impact to customers. I was one of the customers myself, so we used the service many times in the last few months. And what I really appreciated was the ease of getting hold of people. I think they were very responsive in terms of getting the request acceptance from their side, and I was able to schedule someone to come the next day, like I think it was maybe 12 or 14 hours. Okay, the service time from the time I requested to the time the service came. So it was a very short window, so not much in terms of preparation required. And they came prepared, and they really went above and beyond in terms of trying to solve the problem. In one case, I had someone come in to solve one problem. He fixed it so quickly. He was like, "Hey, you have something else you want to get fixed?" And I actually asked him, like, "Yeah, I was, a couple of small things. If you have time, we can take a look." And he did those, as well as took a walk around and gave me some other suggestions on fixing some of the problems that I had. So he just went above and beyond without, trying to limit himself to the scope that he had allocated for that request. So yeah, a really, really great, happy customer right here. So,
yeah, excellent. Yeah, thank you so much for that feedback. So what was your experience like using the app? Like, how is the UX and app experience?
I think it's very seamless. I think within 4 or 5 clicks, I was able to complete the entire request. Payment method addition, like all those things are very, very seamless. I think we have two-factor authentication turned on. Like those kind of things help me feel more secure about the app itself. And also the fact that I think when the handyman actually comes in to give the service, we have an OTP that we actually exchange. So we can authenticate that is the right person who's coming to work in your house. That is also, I think, a key factor, especially when I live with small kids and elderly parents in our house.
Perfect. Yeah, that's glad to hear. Yeah, we help like a lot of people, but it's very important to hear from them, like, okay, what it means to be like how we are serving. So it's a big deal for us. And can you compare with like other stuff? Like, I'm sure you must have tried other services, and how do you contrast them with InstaService, and what are the advantages? I want to hear from you.
Yeah, definitely. I think number one thing was availability. So being able to get someone to come in at a very short notice, that is something that other apps, it's almost next to impossible. Like you have to plan days in advance. And also you have to be very specific about your task that you have at hand, what kind of requirements you have, what tools you already have, and be very specific in terms of like the scope for that particular thing. And the other thing is about flexibility. So this one time I did not have a chance to actually change the time for the appointment, and the other person, the handyman who had accepted the job, he was very approachable and he was very flexible. He's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I understand this happens, so we can reschedule again." And so he actually did things on his end to make it more convenient for me. I don't think that that's something that was available at other places. Like I've had other apps where people actually refuse to take the job for whatever reason at the last minute. So I think it's a little bit of that. People.
So you're able to reschedule easily on the app.
Correct. Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to highlight, like a couple of things that you really liked?
Yeah, I think there was a follow-up that happens after reschedule as well. So sometimes the call center actually calls you and then asks you for feedback in terms of, okay, I understand that this was a reschedule. I want to make sure that you're getting your needs met. I think that really made me feel like I was being heard, and that was important to me. So that was something that was never done by any other service.
Thank you so much.